This is Superyacht News, in association with Go Earth Boating, navigating boat buyers to better deals. Hi, welcome back to the channel. So a fire broke out in the early hours of this morning in a marina in Greece. The name of the marina is Zea Marina, Z-E-A Marina, which is close to Piraeus, which is the main port for Athens. Now, from what we understand, fire started on board a wooden pleasure boat vessel that does day trips in the local area, and it quickly spread to 3 other vessels. Those 3 vessels were all yachts. Now, a total of 4 vessels are being completely destroyed in this fire. Now, amongst those there were 2 24 to 26 meter yachts and 1 43 meter, so full-on super yacht, was in that fire, named Motor Yacht Sanctuary. It was completely destroyed in the video footage here and the photos that you're seeing on screen. This is the vessel that they're actually fighting in at that moment. Now, there's very little information to go on right now about the cause of the fire, if there were any casualties, if there were any people injured on any of those other yachts that caught fire as a result. We don't know the scale of that right now. Now, the Yacht Sanctuary has a crew of 10, which is a charter yacht, that vessel. Like I said, 43 meters, gross tonnage of 451, and it was built in 2019 by Overine shipyard in Italy. So it's a fairly new vessel. It's only 6 years old. Now, if we look on our AIS footage here, we can see what happened. We actually used Google Maps to find the exact location of this fire. Based on the reporting from a local channel, we used the background of the person talking to triangulate where this actually took place. Now, we can look at the yacht here. We can see Motor Yacht Sanctuary there. There's a couple of other vessels there next to it, Zea and another vessel called Artisan. And we can see around 2 o'clock local time, which was 3 a.m. UTC, you can see all the vessels start to move out. Now, this is the middle of the night, so this is not normal. Obviously, clearly, Sanctuary is on fire. You can see the vessel moving around in a berth, and then all of a sudden it stops because the AIS is turned off when the vessel goes up in flames. Those other vessels quickly move out of the way to get away from the fire. And we don't know if those vessels were actually damaged in the fire. It looks like they got away pretty quickly. But it would have taken them quite a while to get up, realize what was happening, start the engines and move out of those berths. So it's quite possible that those other vessels did sustain some damage. But like I said, we just don't know right now. We'll bring you more on this when we have it. It's still a developing story, to be honest. The most important thing would be the casualty count. And like I said, we currently don't have any data on that. So we'll bring you more when we have it, most likely in tomorrow's video. Right, we'll move on to our next story. We told you a few weeks ago that Motor Yacht Amadea had changed flag states back to the Cayman Islands, which sort of indicated to us that the vessel had been sold. Then we told you about a week ago that a chap called Abbas Hussein Sajwani had purchased the vessel. Now, in the previous videos, we actually showed a photograph of the son. It's very difficult often to figure out which is which because they have the exact same names, but anyway, it turns out it was the father who's purchased this vessel. Now, this is I'm going to read a little bit from Business Insider, and they said that Dubai-based Sajwani owns a Damak group and has links to Donald Trump, according to the Business Insider. This is according to this article. Earlier this year, President Trump and Sajwani announced a $20 billion investment by Damak in the US. As of the October 10th, the owner of the yacht was listed as Beyond Holding Group, a company registered in the British Virgin Islands, which is a popular flag for super yachts, given its favourable tax policy and strict confidentiality rules. Now, if we look on the IMO database, we can see the new company that they mentioned that is registered as the owner of the super yacht. They did make a mistake in their article, though, because they said that the new company is registered in the British Virgin Islands, which is true, but the yacht is registered in the Cayman Islands, so that is actually incorrect. It says it's a popular flag for super yachts, but it's registered in the Cayman Islands, so there's a little mistake there. The Business Insider article goes on to say that the Beyond Holdings Group headquarters is located in Dubai on the 20th floor of the Executive Heights Tower, According to Bloomberg's legal entity identifier, that exact address is the headquarters of Damac, the conglomerate owned by billionaire Sajwani. The article also says that the yacht's maintenance costs, including crew salaries, fuel, insurance, and more, reach nearly $1 million a month for the US taxpayers. Well, they did, according to court filings, so the government was eager to offload it. It's interesting that the vessel is not making any attempts to leave her berth in San Diego since the purchase. I mean, it's been probably 3 weeks now since the vessel changed flag states. And officially, since the 10th of October, the IMO database is updated to say that the new to state the new owner. But it's interesting, isn't it, that there's been no attempt for that vessel to move. The people who represent the person who claims to have owned the vessel, Edward Kutenatov, have threatened to have that vessel arrested once it leaves US territories. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the future. Of course, we will follow that story and we'll bring you more when we have it. One more thing before I go. There's been a post on an Instagram page which has been set up for Paige Bell. You might remember the name Paige Bell. She was a stewardess who was working on a yacht in the Bahamas when she was allegedly murdered by one of the engineers on board, somebody called Brigado Lara Munoz. There was a lot of mistaking identity at the time. People were posting photographs of a completely different person on all of the newspapers like the New York Post and the Sun and the Daily Mirror in the UK. They were posting a photograph of somebody who was not involved. Luckily, we got out the correct data that it was this person, and you can see in the Instagram post they've got that same photograph. Anyway, the reason why they've posted it is they're looking for data, and we thought we would relay this to you in case you know anything about it. It says, if you ever worked with or know Brigado Lara Munoz, the man linked to this case, or have any information, please come forward. Even the smallest detail could help bring truth and justice. So they've published a private Instagram link, which I'll put in the description of this video. So if you've got any information, no matter how small, if you ever worked with him or you know him from anywhere, please get in touch through this link with the people. And they're obviously trying to amass information for the court case that's just coming up actually in November. So yeah, if you've got any information, please be sure to check that link and send it to them. I got one more thing before I go. Actually, I didn't write this down, but we've made a decision. We are going to close down our YouTube members page. Since we've started the page, we've gained over 50 new members, which has been great. But it does seem to have affected the main channel, and the views are really down on the main channel. So we're going to cease the YouTube members. If you're still interested in becoming a member, you can join us on patreon.com/esysman. As always, that will continue, most definitely continue. I think it's better to keep them separate, because if you are interested in joining to get all of our extras, including a video that's going out tomorrow, you can go over there, and you don't sort of get on top of each other. So that's the decision that we've made. We've informed all of our members through the members channel, and they all know about it. So if you're interested in becoming a member, join us on patreon.com/esysman. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you've got any information for us, as always, you can get us in the information in the ticker here. These links are all in the description of this video also. So yeah, that's all for now, and I'll catch up with you soon. Bye-bye.